I'm done doing that. I want to create another rectangle on the other side, snapping at the origin, going over 3, and, whoops, actually that's -3. -3 and -3 1/8. So now that I have those reference points, now I'm able to go X-form, drag, and I'm going to drag all this. Once it's all selected, I'm done selecting. I want that point. See how it gave me that box and it gave me the exact point? I'm done. X-form, drag. I'm going to select all this. I'm done selecting. I want that point to go to there. And now this thing's pretty well centered up. Fit screen. Clear colors. And now Kyle, I'm going to get rid of a lot of this extra stuff. I'm just going to start deleting all lines that aren't part of my heart. And there's a little eraser. So there are my 2 hearts. Any questions on this? All right. Then if I want to put letters in here, I'm going to go create letters. And I'll put that right here. And I think I'll do it in 2 places. I'll put it on both of them. It's really hard to snap them into the right place. So what I'm going to do is I'll snap them anywhere. And then I'm going to go X-form, drag. Select the entities to drag. Let me select that. I'm done selecting. This is on move. That's what I want. How's that look right there? Now that I'm done, I want to save this file to my name. Save your file. Then listen to this. I am also going to save a copy of this as a DXF file. I save it as a DXF so I could open it in a laser engraver. Okay, so I saved that wording as a DXF file to use later. Then what I did after that was I created a line from this vertex across horizontally, trimmed it back to the heart, found its midpoint, and drew a circle with a 1/4 inch diameter. I did that over here as well. Don't forget that these have to be symmetrical as well as congruent, because I'm going to fold these 2 bookends together. Then I went up here to X-form, offset contour. And when I went to offset contour, I selected this chain. Yeah, I'll do it over here. I go X-form, offset contour. This is chain. It's blue. I'm going to select that chain. It came all the way around. How far do you want to offset it? I offset it 0.7 of an inch. If I want to see what that looks like, I could hit that blue one. If that's what I want, I hit the green check and that'll keep it. I'm only going to do 1 pocket on the one side. Okay, so let me undo that offset. And then I'm going to erase these 2 lines here. I'm all done my geometry. Now I'm going to start tool pathing. This is a little complex. I'm going to tool path a pocket because that's what I'm cutting out right there. I'm going to tool path a pocket. I'll name it. I'm going to select it with the chain. See how this whole thing turned yellow? That's what I want. Green check mark. And this, you're going to have to watch this video a few times. I'm going to cut this out. I go to the tool library. I'm going to cut it out with a 1/4 inch straight bit. It's 1/4 inch straight bit. Very important. You set this feed rate at 60 and this plunge rate at 30. Whoops. Set this plunge rate at 30. Blue check mark saves that setting. Holder, no changes. Cut parameters, that's good. Roughing, that's good. Lead in, lead out, this is all good. Depth of cut, this is also a very important setting. If you set this and you plunge too much wood, you're going to break the bit. So the rule is your depth of cut is usually less than the diameter of the bit. So since my bit is a 1/4 inch bit, I'm going to set it at 0.2. Save that setting. Breakthrough, nothing there. Linking parameters, all 4 of these are on absolute. That wood is about 3/4 of a thickness. How deep you want to go in your pocket? Yeah. ½ inch. That is a negative setting. So I'm going to go negative 0.5, negative 0.6, something like that. I save that. I've cut out that pocket. If I want to look at it, I can verify it here. I like to verify in an isometric view in a fit screen. I play, and there's my cutout for the pocket. Everybody there? Back to top view. Okay, next operation I want to do is cut where the dowel holes are going to be. So I go Toolpath. I'm going to drill them. And I need to maybe zoom in a little bit, make sure I select the center of the holes. Green check mark. It's going to pop up. The tool I want to use, a 1/4 inch straight bit. Feed rate is 60. Blue to save that setting. Cut parameters, linking parameters. These all need to be absolute settings. And I'm going to make that a depth of negative 0.6. Green check mark. And now I've toolpath the holes there. I want to cut the hearts themselves out. It's a toolpath, contour with the chain. I'm going to select right here. The whole thing went yellow. And then I'm going to cut that one out. That whole thing went yellow. I'm going to set my toolpath here. Tool. I'm going to use 1/4 inch straight bit. Again, I need to set these at 60 inches per minute and 30. Blue check mark saves those. Holders, cut parameters. This is very important right here. When I went around here, my arrow is pointing counterclockwise. Right here, that means the bit's going to be inside my wood. I don't want the bit inside my wood. I want it in my scrap. So I set right. So when that arrow is going counterclockwise, the bit is outside the wood. Okay? I'm going to save that setting. Depth of cut, again, a very important setting. I'm going to set that at 0.2 or you're going to break the bit. Lead in, lead out. I'm going to turn that off. Breakthrough, nothing. Multi-passing, nothing. Linking parameters, all 4 of these are absolute. This is a negative setting. That wood is 13/16, so I go negative 13/16. Green check mark. And now I'm cutting out my hearts right there. Okay, so I've drawn my geometry. And then I've done my 3 tool paths, the pocket, the drilling for the holes, and then the contours. I could select all 3 of them by that green check mark so they're all selected. I want to verify. I verify in an isometric view. Here I fit screen. I play. I could watch it a little slower by turning the speed of the verification. But there it is. It looks good.